Hey guys, welcome back. Super cold outside, so that means we got to think about our peppers if we're going to overwinter them, and I am. I'm definitely going to do that this year. And some lemon verbena, and we're going to add in eggplants. That's my secret thing for this year to add into our group of plants that we're going to overwinter right here in my garage. That's it. All I need is light from the window, a cool garage that's not going to get to freezing. It's actually going to stay above 50, and you can tell the lighting in here. It's frightful. I should probably have recorded this somewhere else because it's making me look Halloweenish. But yeah, we're in the garage. It's cool. It's not going to get below, I'd say 50. It will probably be warmer on some days depending on what's going on outside, the sun. But this is your ideal setup for quickly and easily overwintering peppers for like 5 to 6 months. That's how long my peppers are going to be in here. So let's go outside. I want to show you the process. It's super easy-ish. You can make it harder. I do it the simplest and quickest way possible. And here is a better view of the window behind me, or it was behind me. It's in front of me now. I still have some trays up there from last year. We are going to go and collect as many of these containers as I can find. I only have 2 there, but I know I have at least 8. So we can fit 8 plants we're going to dig up today or, over the next several days leading up into first frost. So I've got some time. I've got at least probably 2 weeks. I've got time to get some done, maybe 1 or 2 every other day. And we've got to get that lemon verbena. And I think I have a dwarf pomegranate. It doesn't like being in my house in the winter. So I don't know. I thought about bringing it into the garage and just seeing what happens. This is the dwarf pomegranate. Most likely I will just make it a house plant. It's been a house plant for the last 3 years. It comes out in summer and it lives its best life. It hates being indoors. It gets so dry. It loses its leaves. I've already uppotted it 3 times in 3 years. He's going to live in that pot this winter because I just potted him up not 2-3 months ago. And this beautiful specimen, my black petunia, I'm going to stick it in the garage just for tonight because we're going down to 39. I think we will be around 40 the next 2 nights, and then we're going to go right back up. So it's just a temporary thing right now for a couple of these guys to come in tonight. But before first frost, we got to get those peppers, eggplants into their containers. And I'll show you towards the end of the video what I'm using as my secret weapon to overwinter those peppers in the garage successfully. So the only peppers I'm going to consider overwintering are going to be healthy looking peppers. These 2 right here, they're both kind of palish. They were not prolifically producing this year. It's because I had them on my upper deck here on the patio and they didn't get as much sun as, say, these peppers right here. Definitely I would consider overwintering this banana pepper or even this jalapeno. They both look really well, really healthy. Those would be really good candidates. Let's go have a look around at some other peppers and eggplants. Oh, and this ginger will come in tonight, as well as, I don't know if I can manage this, but this Mexican petunia would really like to come inside tonight. It's not going to like that 40-degree temp or that 39, 38 degrees, but it'll live. It won't die. It's just not going to be happy. Don't know if I want to carry that in. So we'll probably just stick with the ginger and the petunia for tonight. Peppers will be fun. What I will be doing today is making sure everyone gets watered well. You can see things are looking kind of dry. Even my cold weather crops need to get watered. You can see this pot is really dry. So I'm going to water everything really well today so that when we go into the nighttime, they can tolerate that cold dip easier than if they had completely dry soil. Everyone needs to get watered today. So we got a lot of stuff to get done. It is the next morning. Tonto is busily digging another hole. He's dug several over the last few days. I've had to refill. But did I get a shock this morning or what? Did you see that picture of my peppers? So these peppers don't look happy. And the peppers here on this deck railing are not happy at all. When I looked out the kitchen window, I was shocked to see them. They're starting to bounce back slightly. Let's go get a closer look right over here. They will recover, I'm 85% sure, but you can tell by the droopy leaves and just that kind of dark flat tone to the leaves that they did get some cold damage last night. Interestingly, it's just these guys right here. I've already went around, looked at all my peppers. So something to do with just this location. It's maybe just kind of open. Or I've got my air handler back there, the air conditioning unit, heating unit. Something about maybe the air circulating. I don't know. But these guys did not like that dip down. I think we only got to like 38. All the other peppers look fine. Basil looks fine. Look at this basil. It looks fine. Good news is I wasn't planning on keeping any of these guys for overwintering. However, they have so many flowers. I really thought I might be able to get some more fruit before I had to take them out when we get our first frost in a couple weeks. So with all of this said, I think it's important we get busy and go ahead and get some of these peppers ready for overwintering. You can see the Mexican petunia did fine last night as well. I did bring the ginger up real close to my house, and I did take a few things in. Yep, so let's just get busy. So I've got 8 containers, so we can overwinter 8 plants. We've already decided none of these guys are going to make the cut. You can see those guys really did kind of bounce back. It's like 2 or 3 hours later, they're looking fine. So none of those guys. We may take one of the eggplants from the green stock here. I think I will take that eggplant and not that eggplant, but I have another eggplant somewhere else we can take. So 2 eggplants total. They're both the dark colored fruit. I think it's called Nadina. Yes, I think that's what it is. Don't think, maybe this banana pepper. So you want to look at the structure, see how long the stem is until it starts to be off. That's kind of a large one. I may look for a different banana pepper. I do want 1 sweet banana pepper, 1 hot banana pepper. You can see this jalapeno. It's a dwarf variety. It has low branching. So this will be a really good candidate. I'm pretty sure I will pick this guy here. So we'll say this jalapeno, maybe this sweet banana pepper, 2 of the eggplants, and let's go see what else we can find. Well, we've got some shishitos here. I don't think I'm going to take any of the shishitos in this year. So let's look at some more eggplant and peppers. So these are both California Wonder. You can see that guy is really tall. I could take this one if I wanted to. This one actually overwintered last winter in my garage. So he is at least 2 years old. I may, maybe take that one, but I'm not sure. I do want 1 California Wonder at least. I'll probably take this pepper. I think it's something. I'll put the name on the screen. It's just a sweet pepper. This was also one, but you can tell it's diseased at this point. I think the name of this one was Carmine. Not going to take this one. This gypsy pepper actually overwintered last year. I may actually take this one. This might be a good candidate. And this is the green pepper, the California Wonder. I was thinking about overwintering. Isn't it beautiful? Got some beautiful peppers on there. Probably should pick those pretty soon. Those look so good. I thought there was 3. Oh yeah, there's another one. Okay, so we'll definitely take this pepper, this California Wonder, this gypsy, the Tropical Sunset, if that's its name. Maybe this Jimmy Nardello. Let me calculate for a second. Poblanos. I'm going to keep 2, but not these 2. So I'll go show you the ones that I think I'll keep instead. They're right over here. Keep this guy right here. And then this is a hot banana pepper. Pretty sure I'm going to keep him. I'm not going to keep that little Potopino, although I see oh, there's some jalapenos there. I need to get those. Yay. I need to come get those. I don't know. I'll either keep the one on the green stalk or this one. This one's smaller, so it might be kind of nicer to have a smaller plant to work with. Definitely going to keep this guy. This guy. There's one more poblano. I'll go show you. But look. This is Mexican tarragon. And it's just starting to flower late. It usually flowers sometime in October, but I thought it was sooner than now. It is perennial here, but most people grow it as an annual. And we are going to have to tackle this lemongrass within the next 2 weeks. It's huge. Might be a little code damage here on these little late sunflowers that are dwarfs. This is the Hot Hungarian wax. I think I'll take him. And I think I might pick this jalapeno because he overwintered from last year. So he is at least 2 years old now. And he's got so many flowers. Look at that. I'm not going to take that pepper. But we will take this poblano here. So that it be, let me just redo my math here. I think I've got 8 or 9. And that's about all I can fit. Almost forgot about all these volunteer cayennes. I don't know if I have room. But if I can make room, I would love to keep at least 3 to 5 of these. I don't know if it's going to work though. Alright, so here is how I do my simple process of overwintering an eggplant, which is what you see right here, or a pepper plant. And I watered this plant super well before I started, and now I'm just trimming off the branches to keep it manageable in my garage space. And I just kind of form like a V shape. But first I take off a lot of the height and the weight, and then we're just going to kind of whittle it down to that single stem, and then let it branch off a little bit. And I like to have like a couple V formations or Y formations, as you can see here. And there he is, completely defoliated. And I'm just going to take my shovel and I'm going to go around the root ball. I would say about 3 inches from the stem, maybe a wee bit more. I just wanted to fit into that container that I showed you earlier. And that is what I'm doing. I am just kind of gently scraping away the top soil so I can see what I'm working with. And unfortunately, I did kind of stab the stem there just a bit. And ideally, you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go straight down and try to cut those roots. And we're not taking all the roots. We're just taking a root ball, as you can see. Now I'm just going to shake off all the excess soil from the root ball. Some people go ahead at this point and rinse really well. I find that it does fine just to kind of shake most of the soil off. You can see that root ball. I'm going to put it into the self-watering container, and that's my secret that I had mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video. And then I'm going to backfill with new potting mix soil, and then I'm going to water, and then put it somewhere kind of in part sun, low sun. And if the temperatures are cold, I'm going to go ahead and move it in. And there is our first plant. It's actually Nadia, and it's an eggplant. And I really don't think I'm going to have room for all of those cayenne peppers, which is super sad. But I do think I'll have room for 8 to 9 that we selected today. So yeah, this is the process. You get that plant out of the ground, and the secret that I was going to share at the end of the video is that I use self-watering containers, and that's the only way I have successfully been able to overwinter my peppers, because they do get dry. I do water them about once a month, but that's it. And sometimes if it's a super warm, nice day out, I'll take them out and spray them with the hose. If they have aphids or white flies, that could be an issue over the next 5 to 6 months. Other than that, it's fairly easy to take care of these guys. Just kind of watch for pests, water once a month or so if you don't have those self-watering containers. But you're not going to feed them. You're not going to do anything to keep active growth. You just want to kind of put it into like a state of rest for the winter. And if you have any questions, just put them below. I do have a playlist on Overwintering Peppers. You can check that out. Last year I made a bunch of shorts where I kind of did an update every month. And if I think of anything else, I'll put it in the description or when I'm editing. But that's going to do it. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.